Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Way of the Hunter. So last episode, we started doing our little bit of free hunting on Transylvania. Hold on a moment. I was just about to drive further, but I see we've got somebody... Oh, hello there, Mr. Brown Bear. I was going to say, we're continuing on with free hunting. I was getting a little bit more comfortable just taking the vehicle with me all the time. And I think it is worth it to... Okay, yeah, so... Oh, hang on. I can work with this. Oh, not that. That. Now, him coming straight on might be a bit problematic, but I'll have to just see how his angle is. But yeah, the one thing that... Like, I talked about last episode about the episodes I kind of threw out. I am thinking more and more here. Oh wait, is this is a hunting tier 6, right? I'm pretty sure I just checked, but let me see. It is. Okay, good. I was talking about last episode how I had to like basically throw a couple out because nothing happened and I was having such bad luck with them. It's a little weird to say, but get used to and just make good use of the vehicle. It does feel like it plays a huge part. Oh, are you... There we go. That I felt like that one was probably the hard hit. Oh, there's somebody else up that way, too. Okay, let me get rid of that marker, just that way we don't have that. Yeah, let me grab the Jeep and we'll drive up and go collect him. Because of how I've played the Hunter Classic, I've been so used to just, like, being able to walk and roam about like that for hunting. Where Way of the Hunter, it does feel like the vehicle is just, like, crucial for being effective and efficient across how big the map is and how the animals kind of are. Let's see about you. Okay, yeah, the front on shot. Oh, geez, basically like just clipped under his jaw. Yeah, no, front on, I don't know. Unless you're going for a brain shot, I think you'd be really disadvantaged trying for that. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing that I took the second shot, because this is... Oh, look at how perfect... Managed to line this one up perfectly for where the heart is. Yeah, right in and through it. That was an instant dropper. Yes. Hunter rating of 1. Oh, it must be because of how bad the first shot was. Like, I was trying to think maybe I could get in, like, lower center chest for the heart, but no. Brown Bear, you do not want to call in. Well, maybe multiplayer-wise, if you had somebody, like, able to take the broadside shot properly and you were calling, then that would work well. But you on your own, you don't want to try going for a front-on shot with a bear. That's just going to be kind of like a pretty damaging hunt rating and waste of, like, some of the profit. It's like... Although, truth be told, would you really have that much weight lost by, like, the shot? Well, either way, that's at least another one taken down. Let's hop back in the vehicle and keep on driving. Actually, hang on. Is the player camera really low, or is it just me and now that I stand, like, adjacent to the Jeep? Like, I know there are some big tires, but that looks like it's coming up to... Like, if this is my... Like, trying to visualize, like, our head not even clearing the hood, or barely clearing the hood. Is this just like a super lifted up Jeep, or is the player really short? Maybe it is the player's really short, because, like, looking in through the side there, the Jeep looks massive compared to you. But yeah, this is probably... Maybe I'll even have to do, like, once I get close towards, like, the end of Way of the Hunter, or at a spot for Way of the Hunter, I'll give my advice for, like, if you're a new player. Oh, I think that's the red deer from before. Could very well be. I could see him getting scared up there, and then because the gunshot just kept going by the water's edge. Oh, speaking of, I should take a little bit of a look around, too, in case there is anything else. Not really seeing anything, so let me just keep driving. Maybe I'll put my own video for, like, beginner tips or tricks or advice I've learned from playing that I pass along to new players. Because there are definitely some things where, like, if you've come off of other hunting games, you wouldn't think to do certain things, and because you wouldn't do them, you could actually be putting yourself a little bit of a disadvantage. The biggest one, I think, would be, for me, was thinking, like, you don't want to go after any of the female animals. However, you'll want to go after them in order to get the collar unlocked, and then you have that in your toolkit to help you with hunting other things. That's a big one I did not realize until way too late into the game, if I'm honest. Because that, I think, has shaped a little bit of my bad habits for how I'm not trying to pull as many animals in as I should be. Or I could be. Okay, we're coming up on Perumbar's cabin, so what we'll probably do is take a park here, and I do want to check the price of the UTV. See how much it is. I thought it was like 100,000. I'm not sure if that is the case or not, but let me just go in and see. Again, I feel like they should change up the inventory slots a bit. I could only see you using maybe 2 different kinds of, like, optics in a way. Not scope optics, but binocular vision optics. A rangefinder and a pair of binoculars. Basically, one to get your ranging for... Well, okay, well, granted, all of them have a rangefinder, so maybe only 1 optic in this case. But I don't see you needing 3 slots for just, like, binoculars. Okay, right, where is the... okay, maybe the safe is up here. Oh. I guess... I kind of thought maybe you would get a safe at each location, but maybe not. Or is it by the bed? Huh. I thought you'd have, like, a little inventory thing you could change out your gear with at each spot, but maybe not. Yeah, I guess not. I can't see anything for, like, accessing the shop. Oh, we might actually have rain on the way. Oh, it just says cloudy overcast, but I gotta admit, that looks like a good storm cloud right there. But yeah, this... Have I really been here all... I know I've been around here quite a bit, but I didn't realize that there's a need zone right beside the cabin. That's kind of bad on my part for missing this, huh? But I'm trying to think of if there's anything else I want to talk about. Like, I talked about how I think I'd probably tackle the schedule for, like, our hunting aspect for wildlife weekends or wilderness weekends going ahead. I think at least 1 or 2 more on Transylvania, or, like, episodes on Transylvania. Then I do want to finish off the story stuff from Nez Perce. Then I think it'll be really good going back to the Hunter Classic and getting, like, this comparison being so fresh between the two. Then after that, probably the Aurora Shores DLC for Way of the Hunter. Yeah, let's take this up, and because we have access to hunting up here, we'll see if we can get any other animals we're going. Trying to remember how I went. Okay, so I followed that and took the right up there, but I can keep going with a main road just further north, so maybe we'll stick with this. But yeah, where I would start looking at improving Way of the Hunter is... Oh. Oh, surprise. Okay, they are alerted. Okay, young male. Oh, there's a mature one in there. Oh, shoot. I've got to sneak back, change out. That's probably the big one right there, is trying to make it so it's not so rigid weapon selection. And they started. Shoot. Like, I was hoping they wouldn't have been because I wasn't driving and I was crouched, but... that still sent them all off. Although, it is going to be much easier follow-up with this for them. So even if I just stay, like, back here on the road... maybe I'll be able to see them up from afar. Yeah, see, they're going up there, although... I do wonder if... No, it is saying they're calm, so they might be... resting or relaxing a little bit. Let me check and see if this is like a need zone for them. If it is, maybe I'll even hop in the hunting tower and wait them out a little bit if I can. But yeah, making it so the inventory system doesn't feel so rigid as it is. Like, I could use the tier 6 on them. But there is also the case that you have to bring forward then, like, okay, you can bring out a tier 6 and a tier 4 weapon, but you don't have any way to go after birds or rabbits or stuff. So you always have something you're, like, not able to try going after. Whereas the Hunter Classic, again, with its... the ammunition being the ethical part, well... kind of weapon, more ammunition. Can't get what I'm trying to say, though, is you have a little more freedom of the same weapon can go after a bigger variety of animals than how it is Way of the Hunter. And then... okay, I did double check that. So I'm not going to stay up here long, but if this is like a need zone for them, maybe just letting them calm down and do their own thing, I'll be able to spot them coming back. Because there was a mature male in there we could try going after. Oh, hang on. I thought I saw a shimmer. Okay, I saw down there, but I thought I saw up here a bit too. Yeah, okay, so back to the improvements before, like, I got sidetracked like a dog seeing a squirrel. Trying to make it so that way the weapons don't feel as rigid or, like, divided in the tiers as they kind of are could help. Like, having it so that way it's like, say, a rifle that does, say, 5-6 on it, or 3-4-5. Is that just a crow? That's a sound I haven't really heard before. Either that, or again, it's just because my brain is so narrow-minded in its thinking, it can't really comprehend that a tier 6 is okay to use on, like, smaller game. I mean, truth be told, it probably just comes down to numbers, like, again, how much meat you're selling the animal for if you harvest it, or if you do display as a trophy, maybe like the hunt rating carry, so that way that's just a little something. Oh. I was about... okay, I don't know what was up there. I was going to say, I spotted a need... Yeah, there's a little need zone right here. So let me just hit that so I get that registered. And then we'll head to the Jeep and head off. I also feel like area for improvement could be the game could be a little bit more vocal, or you're able to hear a little bit more going on. Oh, come on. Well, okay, registration for when you're actually looking at something would help too. But what I mean by like vocal or more audible is when you're playing the Hunter Classic, you will hear from a distance where an animal is coming in. Like you'll hear the footsteps for a while before you might actually see it. Or you'll kind of be able to hear where it's coming in. Unless you have, like, the audio of, like, something calling, you don't really get that same sort of, sensory... I'm trying to think of what the best term would be for that. Like, sensory indication, maybe? That there's an animal there? Like, I haven't let any of the animals get really super close in Way of the Hunter, and truth be told, with the animal senses, I think that's a pretty hard feat to do at times as well. But I feel like it's a little something that the Hunter Classic kind of put in because it's understanding you have to be able to help make up for, like, give the player a little bit more of the senses they are deprived of. Like, the player's senses are basically only sight and sound they can work off of for picking animals up. There's not really anything like scent or anything else like that. So they exaggerated it a little bit more, perhaps. So that way the player had more idea of possible stuff around them to work from for, like, feedback. Yeah, see, I thought maybe the Mouflon herd, I would have heard them running off again as we got up here, but nothing. So you know what? I'm just going to drive along here and see if we can spot anything in the distance as we're going. Yeah, maybe the Hunter Classic exaggerated the animal sounds, so that way the player had a little bit better... Oh. Oh, they might have been all the way up there. Or something else could have been. I just want to take this out, take a look in case, but it's just a couple of bushes. Yeah, there's still a lot for Way of the Hunter. I think if I were able to play it more dedicated and, like, back-to-back, or not having the same sort of stops I do because I record it as a series. Oh, there was something running off. Oh, a gray wolf. Okay, well, unfortunately, they were spooked. I do have the little mission to be done up in the top there. But yeah, I still feel like there's a lot for me still left to kind of really click with Way of the Hunter to be proficient with it. I just want to make sure. I think Grey Wolves are a tier 5. They are. But yeah, just some more audio from, like, the animals. Maybe not as much like you're hearing them walking around or, like, walking to you, but more calls or little sounds that clue you into direction for them. Yeah, again, it might just be me being a little nitpicky on some stuff. It's hard to say. But at least, like, bringing these up and talking about it, we can kind of work together and see where people stand and how they think about it. Should I try stick around for those? Like, 4-1 the Grey Wolves, or should I just let them go? I'm not super sure. Like, I know I saw them running back and forth quite a bit down here. Maybe what I'll try and do is get down... Yeah, let's use the Predator one. Let me just see if I can maybe bring them in. I definitely think it has to go without saying that I could use a lot more experience with Way of the Hunter to improve. There's a lot of room there to do better and just pick up some more subtle things. Now, I don't know if there's actually anything in the area that'll be brought in by this. And I don't know if I'll have to just, like, see it coming in. Because again, that is probably the big thing, is only visually will I probably really hear anything. Or, visually I'll hear. Visually will be the only way to pick stuff up coming in. I'm not going to hear any sounds from them on their approach. Yeah, looking around again, I don't see much of anything. Yeah, I think this is just kind of wasting my time here. I don't see anything coming in. I haven't heard anything either. Okay, let me hop back in the vehicle and keep on going. God, that's such a double-edged sword to use the vehicle. Like, on the one hand, it's very helpful for getting you around quickly. If you can keep a distance from, like, the animals you see, it's superb for getting you ready and close, and you can take the gear you need out for them. But if you get within a little bit too close, everything gets spooked off, and it's basically all sent to heck. And I'm really torn on, like, how I should keep approaching Way of the Hunter in a way, too, because if I go on foot, there's a high chance I will not see anything at all on my journeys. And because of covering so much less ground... Oh, jeez. Well, looks like a little family of foxes on the way. Yeah, probably scared the crap out of the poor things, so just let them go. Oh. Although, they are kind of doing some weird stuff right now, so you know what? Again, the behavior is super weird for some of these animals. Okay, that's an adult male, so... if I actually get a chance, maybe I will try taking him. again, like, some of the behavior for the animals seems super weird. Like, this back and forth they're kind of doing. Although, I have no idea where he ran off to. I guess he must have kept going off that way, whereas the other ones went back up the hill. I don't think I saw quite the same sort of behavior patterns on Nez Perce, but I also can't rule it out either. But it does feel like there are some areas for the game itself to also be polished up and examined. Ooh. Okay, well, I guess I found out where those foxes went, huh? I'm not going to follow after them too closely. See if maybe they'll calm down and on their own in a little bit. And if they do, I can always try calling them in, or calling one in. Okay, yes. One thing, too, is they don't seem to go to, like, an alerted state. They almost seem to go right back to calm after getting initially startled off. I thought they kind of go through stages like spooked, alerted, then calm, where that right there looked like it went basically right back to calm. I'm just going to see if I can get to a bit of a better vantage and call them in. Now, I guess fox tracks? No, badger. I feel like the tracks are more so not like an actual animal's gone by there, but it's like a designated route for you to follow and find need zones of that species. Okay, I'm not going to get too much closer than this, just because I don't want to be quite too close if they do show up, but yeah, not seeing anybody trying to come in now. I thought with it, like, switching the flip to say, like, it was calm for as we spotted her going off, she might have been easier to bring back around, but I guess not. Let me just move you over here a bit. Probably a little late for that, but it is what it is. Maybe what I'll do next weekend on Transylvania here is I will take just the tier 6 and the tier 4 weapons, and I'll kind of stick only to the roads for going along. I won't really go off of them as I'm, like, trying to think of, like, how to approach this best. Yeah, I think they are gone. I haven't seen any signs of them coming back in, and okay, they're probably gone. I guess I can follow the road up a little bit further. See if maybe we can spot one more animal. But yeah, I've got... As much as I feel like I've made some distance in the game, I still feel like I'm completely out of it for a lot of other aspects. It might just be because I don't get to sit and play this for, like, really long lengths. I can't really learn or grow that much in that limited time. Whatever it is what it is. We at least got to get a fair bit last episode. We've covered quite a bit more ground. Gone into some pretty beautiful country, too. Yeah, we'll probably look at bring things to a close in a minute or two here. Yeah, nothing I see here. And yeah, I'm not going to go all the way up there, so we will, and... Oh, actually, I did say I wanted to check the price of that one thing, so you know what? No, maybe that's how you know, like, which areas have a safe, is it's like the full colored-in house, and just these are little cabins. Yeah, let me get back here. We'll pull up the shop, see about that possible UTV in the shop there, and then end this episode off. Just let it load up, and then just take a quick check. Yeah, so in here, there's the safe, and here's the computer. Yeah, there's nothing email-wise to worry about. Yeah, here we go, vehicles. Oh, okay, so they are kind of expensive. It is 40,000, although if you have... I mean, one thing is, if you can keep going through the story and the objectives, I think he'll add up pretty quickly. So I think we actually had a decent amount from, like, just playing as I had. And yeah, also, maybe skip buying these two. Because I think the reason for these if you didn't want to do the like the permission series of missions. But I'd say to do those anyway, because they'll give you a fair bit of money that'll help you towards picking up anything else. Yeah. Other than that, though, all the gear is basically the same in the shop. Again, just having the two optic, it doesn't feel like you need them. There's some scopes in that. Although, truthfully, I mean, I guess I could go for, like, the super quality scope if I really want to. Although, I think no, I haven't quite yet. I guess that's the super one there. But yeah, I've just got to try and figure out how to get Way of the Hunter to click with me a bit better, and hopefully a little bit more time we'll see that. But for now, thank you guys for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave in the comments right down below. Until I see you in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.